Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Somerset Farm. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day so far, but I have some interesting plans for today's episode. The money's gone down slightly because I've leased some equipment, and I've brought the MB track out because unfortunately it doesn't get used much, and I think it's time to trade it in for something with a bit more grunt that's going to last us a bit longer term. And it will open up the option to get bigger and better equipment. The equipment I've leased will run on the New Holland, but the New Holland's only 120 horsepower. I don't actually know what this is, but I never use this one. It's definitely time to trade up. So we're going to take it down to the shop so we can maximise the amount of money we can get for it, and then we're going to buy our new-ish tractor. New to us. Certainly not the newest model, but I definitely think it's something that's worth a go. It's a tractor I have used on a previous series, so it's definitely not even a new mod, but it is a good tractor. So there's the equipment that we've leased. Little teasers to what we'll be doing later on today. Let's see how much money we get for our New Holland. That's the wrong trigger. It's this one here. Not the New Holland, the MB track. 41,000, that's not terrible. We're up to 240,000 and we're about to spend £130,000 on this. The Renault Atlas. Is that Atlas? Atties. Atlas? I think it's an L. Let me know in the comment, is that an L or an I? But what we're going to do is we are going to put some changes to it. I am a fan of wide tyres, but I think we'll keep them as standard. I think we'll just go for standard, but with fenders. So it's with fender, without fender. Okay, that one. Fender and sticker. So there we are, our new to us tractor. We still have over £100,000, which is where we need to be. Let's have a closer look. I'm sure that's L. I'm sure this is a Renault Atlas. But this thing has, as you've seen in the store page there, over 200 horsepower, which is awesome. But we've leased this Lemkin hopper here. Do I need the rear one on as well to fill that up? Well, we have corn in it, that's a bonus. I thought this would have had dynamic hoses. Oh, it does. It's underneath. Let's lower the front and see if that helps. I'll get this filled and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, that is the importance of actually looking at equipment before you lease it. The front hopper takes fertilizer. But we're of course not going to be planting corn, or sunflowers, or soybeans, sugar beets. That's what we're going for. We are going for cotton. The large field that had corn in it before, we are going to put cotton in there because I never do cotton, and that is quite a large field, so I think we should be able to get a decent amount from it. Hopefully. This could be a very, very expensive mistake, but it's worth a shot. We'll certainly find out if it's worth doing or not. But of course this does mean that it is time-lapse time, where we get this field in here done. So let me know in the comments what you think of our new tractor and the correct name for it. I have a feeling that I got the name wrong. But this thing has plenty of power, and we should use it more often than we were using the MB track. But I'll get on with this time lapse, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay guys, that was a longer time lapse than I had initially planned for, but I was enjoying using this machine that much I thought, let's see if there's a contract for cotton, and indeed there was, so we should probably collect on that contract, because I keep forgetting to do that. Not a great deal of money, but well, we're doing alright for money. We are actually about to spend quite a reasonable chunk of money in this episode anyway. It's twice I've done that now. Not used to having hoppers on the front. But we are going to be buying some placeables for the farm that will give us an hourly income, which I think will be quite good. Is this going to bite me in the backside, overtaking both of these? Don't know if you can be done for reckless driving in a tractor, but if you can be, I'm sure I would be just now. But what we're going to do is, I'm going to buy some greenhouses for this area over here. We have this patch of grassland here, and I'd like to do something with it. So I'm going to do some placeable greenhouses and a bit of landscaping off camera, and we'll see how it looks in just a second. Okay guys, so what I've done here is I've made a little dirt track in here to our 2 tomato greenhouses. I'm not sure if we can get in these ones. No, that's a shame. But obviously these take manure and water. We don't have a manure buy point on this map as far as I've been able to find. I did have a look at the start of this episode. So I think what I will do is I'll buy the bucket load with the New Holland from here. And I put in a water fountain over here as well. And I've also purchased a water trailer, just a little one. I like how this is animated. That sound will make you need a pee though. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the Renault, because we have this equipment to return anyway. Normally I'd just do it with the shop menu on the hotkey, but given that we've got something to pick up anyway, we would be as well taking these back over. And obviously we're going to lose a bit of money with the seed and fertilizer that we have in there, but we do still have seed and fertilizer, so it's not the end of the world. And then we'll jump into the New Holland, get some manure on the go, and I think we'll round this episode off with doing a bit of a different transport style thing, where I sell a crop. I think we'll do something a little bit different with today's one. We'll still do that, but we're definitely going to choose something different. It won't be another cereal crop, and I don't know if we're actually going to make any decent money off of it. But those greenhouses at full productivity are supposed to make us £90 an hour each. So that's no bad thing at all. So we'll drop that one off there. Cycle through the tabs and crash into everything. Just my style. As I would have said back in the days, well, that's a thing that happened. So this is a little water trailer that I bought. It's just a 4,100 litre capacity thing. Nothing special at all. It's actually the smallest one I could get. That wasn't just like an IBC or something. I wanted a proper trailer. Obviously we don't need this for the sheep, so we've not had a water trailer up until this point, but now we do need it. Now with these greenhouses, it's worth noting that when we do change map, the greenhouses will not come with us. We will sell them and we'll take the money, but it would be a bit weird if we were to uproot greenhouses and take them with us, and we don't know what map we're going to yet, so they might not fit well on a new map. So they would be sold along with any other placeables I have and land when we do decide to change maps. But that's not anytime particularly soon. We'll get a good few more episodes off of this map before that. This trailer does look a bit funny on such a large tractor. What we'll do is we'll attempt some reversing. I say attempt because I'm usually terrible at these things on camera. And water is free, that's a bonus. Well, one downside to this trailer, or maybe it's the water fountain, but that took an amazingly long time to fill up. Let's see how much these take. Probably a full trailer load. Oh no, that's gonna work out perfectly. That was completely unintentional, but it's gonna work. What I've done here is I've made this area slightly bigger, sort of like a turning area, if you will. We should have 100 litres left in that. And what I'm going to do is I am going to get this tractor refilling this trailer while we go and jump into the New Holland and cry about the cost of manure. So here we are in the New Holland. The trailer was brought back, but we have the pallet forks on the front, and obviously for manure that's not going to do as much good. So we're going to switch over to the bucket, which we have just over here, and hopefully it's not going to be too expensive for manure, and hopefully it's not going to be about 10 bucket loads per greenhouse. I should point out actually, I've never actually shown you inside this shed, I don't think. But we do have this shed here that we should probably start using at some point. We just don't really have anything to put in it just now. It would be the perfect place for the likes of a harvester. But this farm isn't shy for storage, that's for sure. So let's see how much this is going to cost. $72, that's not bad, and that gives us 2,000 litres. So let's see if that's enough to fill one of these troughs up. I've got my doubts. Did that fill up? No. But it was close. So we should start seeing money coming in from them on the hour. Not sure if having the bucket this far up is a good idea or not. Or maybe just me driving this tractor at all is not a good idea. I made a lovely path and still drive across the grass. Alright, so, oh, I missed. So a bucket and a half, so that's not too bad. So let's grab the other bucket. I wonder if this one's full yet. It is, so turn that off for now. Don't want to waste fuel on it. I've noticed with using it today that it is quite greedy on fuel, a bit like this one. And one last bucket load of manure. So 2 hours in should pay for the manure we've bought. Right, and these now should both be running at 99, it's close enough. Yeah, that should be fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and get the trailer. We're going to use New Holland for this because I feel we've used the Renault enough, and we're going to fill it up after I'm finished crashing with yet more manure. Obviously I could fill the trailer with manure and use that to fill the greenhouses, I presume, anyway. But that would be too easy seeing as they're next to each other, so I'll just use the bucket for that. I did the wrong camera, that's the one. Let's see, how much do we get at 6 o'clock? Nothing. Maybe it's done at midnight then. We will find out in the next episode. Let's fill this up with manure, and we'll fill the bucket up as well. This is going to be a little bit more than £70 though. And what we're going to do is, that's very front heavy. Surprisingly front heavy for saying it's got a trailer full of it on the back. This could be an issue. But we're going to have a look at selling this at the BGA, because I noticed while I was looking at the prices, the BGA does buy manure for quite a good price. So I'm not sure how exactly that works, but we'll give that a go. This is very heavy. I can't tell if it's front heavy or just heavy in general. But I'll take this down to the BGA. Obviously it's going to take us a little while, and I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, that was a very interesting drive down here. The tractor was not happy with that amount of weight, which I can't say I blame it. Wouldn't imagine that manure is the lightest thing in the world. Definitely not the most pleasant thing to be taking 20,000 litres of. There we go. So again, we'll get paid for this at midnight, which is fine, but I'm going to end this episode here today. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button, and as always, you can find me on Discord. The link is in the description, and on Twitter. My Twitter handle should magically flash up on the screen just now. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.